want to force kids into hard labour? If you could, would you make them do all the hard bits? Well, I have the game for you. This is Frostpunk. It is a game that is, you know how there's 50 shades of grey? Well, this is 12 million shades of black and white. You see, Frostpunk is a game about hard decisions. A lot of hard decisions that you're supposed to think about. You're supposed to think severely about resource management and what this entails for your future, instead of just going, whee! Forcing kids into labour is fun! I shouldn't say that so cheerily, because that can be taken out of context on the internet. Yay! And as much as it is very much about the very dark situations of forcing kids into labour, deciding whether or not the person that has developed frostbite is going to get amputated and taken care of, or if they're just going to be left to die, you know, the Tory manifesto, or if you're going to feed people sawdust and make them sick and make them die. I'm not a nice person. With every decision, you're raising and lowering 2 bars, your hope and discontent. Well, it isn't your hope, it's the hope and discontent of your citizens, as you are the mayor of this very, very, very dark SimCity reboot. It's still better than the crappy online one. Does it have poo pipes? No, but it does have child labour, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. With every action and every placement of homes or heaters or anything, you're going to raise and lower the discontent. If you're doing well, your hope is quite high and people are happy and fed and het. And if you're me, you're freezing people to death and forcing kids into labour, and your despair is quite high. Yet nevertheless, I do quite enjoy Frostpunk. The story is generalised to a bit of climate change is bad, really, really bad. This is the future for everyone if everything goes a bit cold and we tilt far too much to the other side. Instead of heating up, everything just goes very cold and ooh. As the one leading the expedition from Londinium, you are trying to find a way to survive and keep everyone alive and keep everything calm. And that's a bit hard when you're trying to not only feed people, but keep children happy and the parents happy and keep everyone fed, everyone homed, everyone... It just becomes a nightmare. It really does. It becomes a living nightmare to try and manage every single thing, because arguably there's too much. And yeah, there might be too much, but that's kind of the good thing. It's just a lot to handle, and that's what's fun. That's what's really fun about it. You're trying to manage everything. You're trying to manage not only food, but your wood, your steel. You're trying to manage scouts who are miles and miles away. You're trying to manage the dead. You're trying to keep people in cemeteries, but also try and keep people happy and cheery, even though their dead ones are just next door in the mass grave. And if you're me, you go the full Tory manifesto way and go, snow pits for everyone. That said, this is the Xbox One version, which is, well, I think you can see it. Every now and then I'll move the cursor about the place, and it's fine. It's good. It works. Of course it works. It's a basic cursor. But the snap, the constant snap to everything is a little bit annoying. Because people are so tiny, you can't really see them. You can't really see them unless you're sitting 2 inches from a 4K screen. So you're sitting there going, right, I'm on a building. Click. That's a human. That's a human. Why am I clicking on a human? I want to manage the building. And that's a little annoying. And that's the biggest nuisance I find with the game. Yeah, sure, you'll probably never complete it within a few hours. If you're looking for a quick and easy kind of management game, this isn't it. It's a very dark, it's very hard, it's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be difficult in every single way, both morally and in the general sense of game difficulty. But the biggest issue that I have is that cursor. It's just how annoying it can be. It's just, it clicks on every single goddamn human, and I don't care about the humans. Okay, I do. I want them to be hopeful and cheery and not throwing me out into the cold to die. It's not the type of game that you're supposed to get straight away. You're not supposed to understand every single bit straight away. You're supposed to learn in the very Dark Souls and roguelike kind of way. You're supposed to learn, okay, that attack does this and that does that. But instead, this is a management game that just has you learning little bits here and there from your mistakes so you don't kill people next time. Hopefully. And that's the thing. You're always trying to think hopefully, because if you don't, your people won't, and you're all going to die.